then, you know, while you're over there, beer.
Strong female characters, yes.
Oh, thanks.
It is now.
Yeah,
It's not. It's just like.
Apparently, guys get
That's like the first
live.
superhero win.
Sound check.
Half a
Okay,
mic.
1, 2, 3. Sound check.
Good, Jack.
No, it's not that.
This is Fridge Austin.
There you go, check, make sure the fridge is turned off.
Oh, you don't want
just
that
over
running.
Fridge on the
there.
right, back right, all the way down.
Well, you don't want that running in the middle of your podcast.
It's a
Why would you
On the right.
switch on the top with the little red light?
Yep, top on the right.
You can't
Oh,
really
you pick up the fridge?
Yeah, they're legitimate now. Look at this shit.
No, I didn't realize that you
I don't know what it is. It turn?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
And then it'll turn off.
That's like right next to it there.
By the way, it's not
Click.
I was like,
Yeah,
it was never a friend of
What?
It's not that bad.
It did
Just let me know.
click,
Did it?
so.
Oh, yeah, if you click, it turned off probably.
Maybe it turned on. Maybe it turned on.
No.
That's on.
There, that's on.
Cause
I'm not gonna lie, I like this
Press it.
box that we're looking
So the
at.
one guy at Party of the Pavement, speaking of
Yeah, you
money,
guys found this beer a box.
the one guy
Champagne tortoise. This is
antique shop was open on Saturday.
The sign says very
Shop was
stupid.
never open.
Yeah, this is stupid. And
Then he had a
that's
legit
very
fridge,
stupid.
and it had and it was like a GE one, and it was like a regular box, but the top had a big bulb on it, like a big circular bulb. He goes, that's where the compressor is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
I wonder if they originally started with like, this is fancy, and they're like, no, nuts.
I almost think we should have one. We did have, what, 3 people size for a long time.
Alright,
It was ridiculous.
tweet it out.
Alright, 3, 2, 1 on Facebook.
Yeah,
Good start.
Perfect start.
And
that's like a new blank start right there. All the way.
When I knew.
I gotta end. I gotta end.
Phone's on mute.
Like I'm just gonna
Oh
die.
yeah, phone on mute, hold on.
Oh, no vibrating.
That.
Yeah.
Laptops on mute.
No way, I like that song.
me too.
Man, all you
Alright.
nerds on your laptop and shit. Jesus.
Well,
Why is
sometimes
there a
you
bunch of
gotta
angel
to run the
faces
show.
going?
Yeah, we run all 3 channels.
Yeah, why is everybody
So we're
angry
actually
with
on-
us tonight? Usually we get a lot more love.
Twitch.
Here, I'm gonna add
we're
some
on
love.
Facebook and
Which
we're on
one? I don't see
YouTube.
anything.
I mean, actually, we'll comment.
Hey,
We have a
you
meeting
might
together,
want
we
love
back and
that
forth
guy.
usually.
So you have to figure
I had
out
another
yeah,
one.
meeting. Like how many
That was
people are usually on at a time? though?
And, you'll get up to about, I think the max is about 15 at one time.
Max, what?
People watching live at one time.
That we know of.
Yeah, that we know of.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like weird. As soon as you go off the air, it jumps to like 120 or 100.
People will watch it when we're not live. They'll catch it afterwards.
Yeah.
But what I mean, like
People
like,
have jobs,
minutes
Larry.
Oh yeah,
after.
no, yeah. Well, that's because the numbers they don't stay up to date. It doesn't roll over. It doesn't update off as they should.
But add some love.
That's
G2B,
love.
yeah.
Oh, look at that.
There it
Wait. A little hard.
Yay.
Wait,
A little
It's just the 3 of us.
Okay, we'll start with the 3 of us.
Yeah.
We're all in the same room.
It is not our normal night.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I don't know if it actually counts us. It counts us once, I know that, but if you go in, we had like 3 people in chat room.
Yeah.
But it does.
Well, I don't trust that number.
You can't
Any
trust it.
condition, you know.
Yeah, it's not. They haven't been very good about it. I trust some of the other numbers better.
But if we just talk here for about 10 minutes, so let people, see the alert that came up.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they're
People are running
going
their
today.
computers at home.
I know they're
like,
firing them up right now.
Oh, this is a special episode. That's what.
Yeah.
People haven't heard my voice in a while.
They don't know you're on though.
And they want me to not be on anymore.
Well,
They
they do now.
want all of us not to be
Hell
on
yeah,
there.
Facebook is jumps over.
you know, like when a network moves and changes the show over to another day and time.
Yeah, I'm like on
Yeah.
Tuesday. I'm like Tuesday at like 9 or like 7 o'clock or something like that. Or like, no, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like that show. We're gonna move it there.
I'm gonna add love as myself now. See that?
That's so
Wait, who were you in bed for, Ez?
G2B love.
Oh.
I was giving some G2B love out.
You're such a whore.
He is. That's right.
That's right.
Can't give free drinks without horn.
That's right.
Man, what the hell are you?
No,
That's so horrid.
Spatial episode.
Right? Spatial. Yeah, it has a lot to do with spatial relations and stuff.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that kind of chat. Later, guys.
Listen to the spatial chat.
Alright.
Alright, I suppose. Let's get this on.
Now I'm gonna be mad. I'm giving some Larry angry now.
Dude.
I'm so glad that you're just showing what's up. Show Facebook what the fuck's up, Larry. We suck! Angry.
Now I'm crying.
You're like giving like
Sam just said she hears noob. Yes, Sam, you hear noob.
Yes.
Now,
Sam.
Sam.
now it's laughing.
Sam
I suppose we could
Yes.
figure it out.
Sam Rowe.
Good way, say hi. She can't see nothing, but you for
Oh,
fun.
you're a
You're
dick.
an
Get the
asshole.
fuck out of here.
I couldn't resist.
I'm out. Fuck this show.
If we're out, does that mean we get to go pick up more beer for me to take home?
No.
It's like
have like
two
a
liquor
12-pack
stores within
sitting.
walking distance of this place.
You have literally
Yeah,
have like.
I got a gate in the back. If you run through it,
Did we get
Larry's
to
driving. There's a field, but you can run through it. There's a booze store at the other end of it. You'll just see Larry sometimes tear off his shirt and go, "Arr!" and he runs to the back. And we get beer.
He says I have too much beer, I'm taking home already, and that I don't need it anymore.
Alright,
now, I
we
will
might
give you
not
some
get away
advice,
to how much beer you're gonna have to put in there. They're gonna
double raffle. You know, when you
Yeah, double raffle for TSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just raffle.
Also,
well, you can. but-
Don't put them in your suitcase cold.
Yes.
Make
Yeah.
sure they're room
Yes.
temperature.
They're room
Yeah,
temperature
too.
right now.
Yeah.
And I would still wrap them in plastic. I had great success wrapping them.
I always like to crotch them because that TSA.
I did
my
have one
pants.
explode, even though it was room temperature, put it in the suitcase.
Really?
I did have one explode, and it was totally safe.
Hey, Laura!
Alright, that's it. Let's get on.
Alright, that's all that.
Did we ever tell you what happened last time? They wrapped up all of ours.
Every single bottle.
TSA checked your bag. I was
They
like,
did not rewrap any of them, so they unwrapped every single bottle and then put it back in my suitcase as a pile with the newspaper on top of it, and
Put a
then left me
fucking
a note
card.
that said TSA checked my bag.
TSA drink one of your beers.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. We're cheers to beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be funny.
All right, let's go ahead and start the show,
When I go
man.
down to Florida, I usually bring a couple of 12 packs of New Glarus because I find it fun to drink a beer that is only sold in
Oh, it is
Wisconsin.
very stupid. Come on, it's a stupid beer.
I just think that's fun.
Whack.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1, and
Beer.
douche. It's the podcast of Uncomfortable Love. Guys, games, and beer.
Yay!
Special edition.
This is a very special edition tonight.
So tonight we have got with us a Noobs!
Yay!
Yes, we will be here tomorrow at our regular scheduled time, but we're going to do a special edition. We're going to talk a little bit about Midwest Gaming Classic because it's a game show we all love. And if that dog doesn't shut the hell up, I'm going to kill it! Sorry, I'm okay
kindness.
now.
You're
I'm okay now.
You're
With
okay.
kindness!
With kindness.
Because I never do anything bad to that dog.
Never, ever.
Hey, we won't talk about the peanut butter incident.
Well, that's not bad.
Oh, hey, the dog may have enjoyed it.
Yeah, you like the peanut butter.
Tom let me borrow his keys for once.
That's
Yeah,
just all the
no.
peanut butter.
Larry's
I'm starting to notice mine is so dull
so
at this
overused,
point.
I couldn't open my bottle.
You really got to work at it.
Okay, well,
What's your description?
oh,
Wait a minute.
all right.
Oh.
Wait, we got the
Oh yeah, we didn't even.
This is why we don't generally record on Mondays.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-da.
Beer corn.
All right, so tonight we, because this is a special episode where we're going to be talking about what we're bringing to Midwest Gaming Classic this year, we are going to get a little blast from the past. So we first met this brewery at Midwest Gaming Classic. They were very nice and gave Kelsey a couple of their growlers of a beer that they were just introducing called Fantasy Factory. And we actually did that as our beer court that year at Midwest Gaming Classic. So this is from our buddies over at Carbon 4 Breweries out of Madison. This one's called Champagne Tortoise.
Very stupid.
This is stupid. No, that's really part of the title. It's very stupid on the side, but it's this is stupid.
All right. By the way,
Right.
I gotta give them like an A+ for all their designs on their freaking boxes.
I
They are
agree.
just the best.
They do.
So,
They really always do a really good job on their artwork
It
for
is
it.
just the dumbest thing, but amazing at the same time.
All right, Kelsey, read the description for us.
so it's English malts, English hops, English yeast, and our best queen's English accent will not leave you disappointed. At least the first 3 are sure to deliver.
So again, this is an English-style mild ale.
All right, now I do not drink a lot of English style. What should I expect if this is the best representation?
It's a lot like Gundam style.
It's a.
I say Gundam,
So
by the way.
it's going to be an ale. There's going to be no hoppiness to it at all. Some caramel notes on the front. So you roast the grains a little bit longer. A little lager or something like that, so it's a little darker. So if you can actually see that, it was probably a slightly, it's not going to be a dark beer, but it'll be a brown beer.
I love it. You open it and it says beer
Oh
brilliance.
shit! I don't.
It is Beer Brilliance.
Can we drink it now?
Wait till Rob opens his.
But I'm thirsty.
Wait till Rob opens his.
You whore!
Well,
You missed me
not
now?
the first time I ever met you.
You fucking missed me.
I
now.
like it when you talk dirty to
All right.
He's
I
having
do
trouble
like any
saying
kind
it.
of attention.
Yeah.
You know, really any
Yeah,
kind of
that's
attention.
true.
Yeah, you know
All
what?
right.
Evidence
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be presented.
Yes.
Evidence
Yeah.
presented to the court. Well. Ooh.
Okay,
What's
so
aftertaste?
definitely have like a
You
caramel.
get that caramel note on it, yeah.
And something I did kind of expect from English, you didn't mention it, is it's a flatter beer.
Right.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
it.
carbonate like
Carbonation.
Americans do.
No.
Americans like their beers all super carbonated.
Bubbly.
Most of Europe does not want their beer that bubbly.
Yeah.
And to some extent, I agree with that because the problem with bubbly beer is all night long you're burping and you're full, and you get that really uncomfortable feeling if you drink a lot of
Yes,
American,
but
really.
And then your
the
gas
Barts later are quality.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. It does give you buzz.
I agree.
Please don't remind me of this morning after the last few days of drinking with G2B stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of painful. Yeah, all of us yesterday were not looking any better for the wear yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I had him yesterday morning.
You
and
guys
then
are not
we had
it got
the wedding
worse after you guys
shower.
left
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, I got hit. I hit a whole new level after yesterday.
Oh jeez.
And
Really?
then-
I've kind of been talking about this the last couple weeks, after the
Well,
the
from this week,
rage
like, I've
of
been pretty fall.
the
Well,
hoppy
yesterday, now
train.
here I go.
Yeah.
I was not good at
this
this.
is really nice and refreshing.
This is a good refreshing beer. And here's something I find this is fine for a fall
I'm
beer
not good.
because again it's got that more heavy caramely taste to it. It's,
Reminds you of caramel apples.
yeah, exactly. It really does. It's got a much more fall taste to it.
Now, go ahead.
I kind of like it though. It's a good solid ale. It is mild. They're right. It's not a biting caramel. It's not that really wow. This is hard. It's not heavily carbonated, so you don't get all that carbonation with it.
The
Oh,
only
man,
thing
all
is-
those
the only
curves.
thing is,
Curves.
Oh, the
Curves?
curves.
there's a
man.
little bit of
Curves.
aftertaste. I'm not convinced on it. It's almost like that tin that you talked about with
Really?
other beers.
Hmm. Two
Right,
episodes
yeah.
ago, right?
Mm,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had like that. I don't really taste. Now that you mentioned, maybe a little. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little.
On
It
top
doesn't
of-
bother me though.
Say hi to Jason.
Hey Jason.
On top of that, I could probably pound like a whole 12 bag if I really had to. And
See, I like
not,
it.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
hate
see-
myself.
And that's it. I think this is drinkable. What was the APV on this?
5.3.
Okay, so it's not a very strong beer either.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. You could probably do a whole.
This is like pretty much our go-to.
Yeah, it would be a good go-to beer.
It goes down that way, so it's not like rough or like a hoppy beer like IPA or anything like that. Or
And again, but I like the fact that they're getting away from this. Oh my God, we're gonna make a triple hop. We're gonna make a.
I know,
We're gonna make it so
yeah.
hoppy that's the
Like,
last beer we
it's
drink
good
tonight.
it's good to see a beer like switch, like a company switch a little bit, because IPAs, yeah, they're popular, but at the same time, fuck, you get tired of them.
Yeah,
They're
thank you.
all over the
Understand.
goddamn
They
place.
tend to fry your taste buds. Like you can only drink so many of them, and then if you want to switch to a different beer afterwards, you can't.
No,
That's all
that's
you
exactly.
taste is the hop.
For the rest of the evening, right? If you
Yeah.
get some of those really strong hoppy beers, that is the last beer you're gonna taste for the rest of. It doesn't matter what you drink after
Like
that.
it's like the same thing when you drink a cider. You drink a cider and you can only
Yeah.
have one because then otherwise all
I
you
don't
taste
drink
is
a cider.
apple beer.
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
do
that's
that.
true.
I
That's
drink a
very
cider
true.
in order to sober up.
All right, guys.
give me that.
I do
Yours
IPAs
will be
a lot.
good.
All right.
I feel like I understand the trend of this one.
I'm going to go up on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up. It's easily enough for me.
Yeah.
All right. So if you haven't seen the episode, is 2 years ago MGC. So it was MGC 2014.
That
I
was
think.
back then when we still had the 2 small rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
We were sitting in the
So
hallway.
that's 2014. So if you get a chance, watch our MGC 2014
Well, that's when we
episode.
stole that.
We
room.
reviewed their car. We did Fantasy Factory,
Which is a strong IPA.
yeah, it was a
Yeah, that is very wrong.
Yeah.
But everyone liked it.
right.
So
No, not everybody.
Not everybody.
But I think
that
There's like 40 people in the damn room.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard.
You're gonna hit a few.
I think it was a very strong, well received.
It
It
was
was, it was definitely a high 75%
right.
of people.
So
liked
our
it.
buddies from Card 4 have rocked it again. I think
And we
everything.
did another one. We did, I think it was Lucky Lady.
We've
or
done
something.
actually 2 other ones. Lucky Lady
Yeah.
was one of them, and then there was one other one. I don't think we've had any bad things from
I don't
Card 4.
remember
Yeah.
the other ones.
Just
I
to
only
let you guys
remember
know, we're looking for
the.
sponsors.
I might not have
You may
been
not have
there.
been
They were basement beers.
So yeah, they have
Yeah.
the old
I
school.
will watch
So
that.
again, if you
Yeah,
guys
hold
get a
on.
chance,
I just need to get
it is
education.
Carbon
Yeah.
4 Brewing out of Madison, Wisconsin. Have not hit a bad beer from them yet. Really a great bunch of guys. Definitely check out their beers.
Bring them to Florida. I need.
All right, well, Judge Rob, it looks like
Substance.
an all thumbs up. Why don't you pass verdict on this beer?
Charge 1, being the tortoise that holds up the world. I find you guilty. Charge 2, being able to get into the Turtle Club without an outfit.
Turtle.
Guilty.
That had to be done.
It had to be done.
Charge 3 of being stupid as balls. Yep, it would be pretty stupid to drink a
Right,
bunch
it
of this.
says this is stupid.
But your sentence is,
Very stupid.
what's the sentence, folks?
We're gonna drink you!
Yeah! Sentence to drinking. No
Or
new
letting
sentence.
it go because it was so great.
So
No,
what happens if you get like a really bad beer, like the emergency beer? Do you just
Oh,
stop.
God.
you just
We just
dismiss
stop.
it and
That
just
one
throw
was-
The sentence
it?
is sitting on the table for the
That-
rest of the
yeah,
episode.
right.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I found
shame.
another bad beer
Something
in
is-
Florida?
Really as bad as that?
Yeah, it was like drinking a sour Miller Lite.
Oh. Okay, that does sound gross.
That's their advertising too. It's like Sour Miller
Oh,
Light.
All right, so Rob, what's the real topic tonight?
They
Actually, I
don't
think I did
have
bring
a
up the real topic,
break.
but you bring it up too.
Yeah, we did. We both did. As a
All
matter of
right.
fact. It's the Midwest Gaming Classic. You can't see it, but you can see the corner of it. I guess we've got a nice MGC logo over here.
Yeah.
We'll take a picture of it later or something.
Oh, actually, you know what we're thinking? We should bring both of those to this year's Midwest Gaming Classic and hand in our room.
Ooh, that's
Because
not a
we've
bad
got
idea.
we've got some of the early. So we have some of the early.
Well, it's
signage.
thankfully easy to take down now.
Right, we have some of the early signage for the Midwest Gaming Classic because we've been going forever and we've known these people forever.
And we bribe them.
Yeah,
with beer.
and
we
we-
get them
and-
drunk and then ask them for stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's like,
give it to us.
can we have that? Can we have that? Can we have that? And they're always good about that. So, but yeah, so we are talking about the Midwest Gaming Classic, what we're going to be showing this year.
Yep, and we got a lot to show. I mean, we're going to be talking about stuff we're going to show, but we did bring a couple show and tell items.
Well, all right.
I mean, really-
So, for those of you who haven't heard yet, the Midwest Gaming Classic is moving this year. So, after years of being out in Brookfield at the Sheridan in Brookfield, which was a decent venue, but it got crowded. It
And
got
it sounds
full.
like they were always good to them.
Right,
You know, so-
right. No,
Yeah.
nothing about that. Brookfield, the city of Brookfield on the end, right there.
Yeah,
But I
How
got
do you really feel?
we got whole issues with that. But
Okay,
so they
then.
are now going to be at the
Oh,
Wisconsin
yeah.
Center in downtown Milwaukee. So we are talking a massive expansion on Midwest Gaming Classic. It is going to the increase in size is going to
So,
be.
for those of you that didn't know the name change to the Wisconsin Center, basically think Mecca.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you would make that. I was going to go Midwest Express
Yeah,
Center.
Midwest
okay.
Express
So
Center,
you
you know,
think
it's had a
back up.
few
Then it
names.
became Midwest Express Center.
But-
Now it's the
Isn't it also
Wisconsin
another-
Center.
Oh, the big downtown thing.
Yeah, the big downtown convention center.
That doesn't
The-
have real conventions.
The cool thing is, it's not only is MGC expanding by having this amazing new space to set up in, guys, games and beer is expanding.
You know what I heard though? Now that they're going to the Midwest Gaming Classic, they're
Wisconsin
going to
Center.
the Wisconsin Center. I heard Indianapolis was licking their chops.
Oh, no, I will.
Oh, no.
There will be a beatdown. There will be a beatdown if they go to Indianapolis. Telling you right now, man. I lost one. I'm not losing another. Okay. I still have scars. I didn't go for 15 years after they moved to fucking Indianapolis. I am not losing another convention in Indianapolis.
In a side note, it's going to be gay night Saturday night at Guys Games and Beer at the Midwest Gaming Classic. So dress up in your gayest attire and come on out.
If you're in
We realize
if you're in Indianapolis.
that gay people dress in all sorts of outfits. But I'm going for classical gay here, folks.
So are you saying?
Whoa, wait a
Village
minute,
people,
wait a minute,
yeah.
classical. You got to, no, never mind, we're not gonna.
Wait, dress up like Amadeus?
Okay, yes,
Mozart? Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
there's a-
why don't you dress up
like
like
Mozart.
Amadeus?
If there's a feather boa, you're probably
So,
on the right track.
Is this gonna be just like your drag party that you had when Ben showed up as Misty sopping wet and everybody thought I was noob the whole night?
Amazingly so. It could be. But, so getting back out of what we're talking about. So, we are going to have a much larger space to display in. So, a lot of stuff that we've wanted to display for years that we just don't have the room for, Guys Games and Beer is actually going to have room to set up and go absolutely
Triple size?
triple the size of what we had before. So, you know, the Guys Games and Beer room gets a little crowded. We know it does, and we appreciate the fact that people
Smelly and hot.
will wedge themselves in our boiling hot
Extra
room
large.
to see what we've brought out this year. But this year, we're going to have more space.
And we're going to try and
But we
we're
promise
not,
to make it
we're
smelly
not
and
going to
hot.
make it loose, but we are going to make it at least hopefully so that people can get around. We're still going to pack it. I don't want to. I'm not going to spread out the same stuff as last year. What we're going to do is we're going to add to it. Like a lot of stuff that stayed in boxes over the years.
You know, maybe
and stuff that stayed home is going to
You
come
know
out
what?
now.
It is funny. I mean, just, you know, insider baseball to have a discussion of our personal collections and what we'd really like to share with other people. And when we're talking about what's in and what's out, and I'd really love to display it. It's just not room, or we can't do that. You know, I mean, it's we tried to do the vibe last year with that little extra space.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
it just didn't work out really well. But that's how much we wanted to share all this stuff, and it was just like, you know, so we literally have discussions on what's in and out and who's got room and how much square footage are we going to devote to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
More than you would think.
Yeah,
to have
yeah.
that
We had
kind
a
of
lot of-
discussion.
There's a lot of hair pulling.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
is. Well, because it just wasn't room. And you know, and the
I
thing
gotta
is,
tell you,
we
I'm
literally
pretty
went
uncomfortable with hair pulling.
we literally went from a single small hotel room to the point where we took over 2 hotel rooms. Then they gave us a small conference room, and the problem is, you give the Guys Games and Beer crew more space. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna fill that space. Dang straight. You give us room, we are gonna put stuff there for people to play with and see and check out. And so tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the stuff we are gonna show. And again, this gives us a chance to show some of our more interesting things.
I know
Basically, all the stuff that was going to be at Wizard Comic Con
Yes,
is now
yes.
going to be in this room,
Yeah.
which was huge plans.
And say, I know the first year we filled up real fast because we moved the Wreck-It Ralph machine in there.
Oh, God,
And everybody wanted to come in for that. So while the kids were playing that, Dad was like, oh, hey, look at this old system I haven't seen in forever.
Exactly.
It was perfect.
Oh, Wreck-It
because-
Ralph. Oh, yeah. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, remember that, huh? That is
Well, I'm hoping to get that Genesis version working for the show.
Oh, that'd be great.
So
That'd
we
be
can
great.
still
Yeah,
have
cool.
the traditional Wreck-It Ralph machine there, but just on a Genesis.
All right. So, who wants to go first and say what they're going to show?
I'll go first.
All right.
I'm going to show Noob off.
It's my new
Well, no, that's interesting. So you're going to show Noob off in a new light, though, because now, by the time MGC rolls around, what's going to have happened?
We're going to be married.
They will actually be, they will be Mr. and Mrs. Noob and Noobette. So, yeah, they will be officially married at this point.
3 weeks.
Also, for those of you who don't remember, these two got engaged at the Midwest Gaming Classic.
That is true.
On the Wreck-It Ralph.
On
Wreck-It Ralph
a very
machine.
special Wreck-It Ralph machine
Yeah.
that had been reprogrammed to propose.
That-
So, yeah.
I'm going to show Noob off and be like, hey, look, he's back.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing to show.
He gets a whole corner to himself.
So, also, if you want to...
Can we get a sign that says...
Oh, no, wait,
Yes,
nobody can touch it.
If you get a chance and you want to watch the proposal, just do a Google search on Midwest Gaming Classic Wreck-It Ralph proposal.
It's also on our
awesome.
extras and on our main show.
Right, so definitely check it out. It's well worth watching. It is
On
amazing.
YouTube.
Yep.
See, when I first heard this, I thought we were putting up a little puppet thing, and he was going to bring back the puppet, but you know.
Whoa.
I mean,
No puppets. No puppets.
The new puppet. That's
Yeah, I
he's
remember-
been on the show.
Yeah, the new puppet. Yeah, Mike spent his night with his hand up his butt. You did.
He
You did.
He could make a comeback. You better watch it. He's out and about. And
He's got
he's
meaner.
watching my dog currently.
Has
I
he
don't
got
know.
meaner?
Oh, we'll see.
Oh, God.
It's more like, has he gotten more lewd?
Oh. All right. So your show. That's your contribution. All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, you know, I could talk about this. So, one of the things we haven't really done a lot of is a real kids' corner kind of thing, and we discussed it since we have the room this year, especially on, and it may be not something we do on Sunday, but for sure something we're looking at doing on Sunday, so which has
Family
been
Day.
traditionally Family Day, right?
Right.
So the young kids, so the 7 and under, you know, kind of group, and we've talked about the Vic 20 home babysitter and a few others. Well, the Atari 2600 had this guy right here. This is, and I'll pull these off. This is the kids controller.
I love this.
For the Atari 2600, and I'm a little wondering if the original idea didn't actually kind of come out of how
I think
by the time this came out and television had its controller,
Right,
on
with the
it.
numerical pad.
So he had the numerical pad, right? But and then they also but it was a kids controller, so it's really big. The buttons are really big. And then they would put these overlays on them, so it would limit
What
the number
buttons
of
they
buttons
push. Oh.
they're pushing, and then those buttons would then control in the game. So we have 2 of them. The Alphabet Beam with Ernie, which I believe was the first game that came out for it.
For the
And it
2600.
For the 2600, and it was developed with Sesame Street. So it was
Really?
the idea that these were primarily going to end up to be Sesame Street games. And so the second one is Big Birds, Egg Catch.
Nice.
And then of course you have another overlay, and now you're down to limiting to just 2 buttons.
Wow.
Just-
Okay. No, that's
Right.
you know something, and I know old joysticks. People say are simple, but again,
Yeah.
for a child of 3 or 4, something like this is much easier to.
Well, yeah, it's only 2 directions. I mean, you have 4 directions and another button on
Right.
a regular controller,
Right.
or maybe even 8 directions,
Yeah.
depending on the quality of the game. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a kids' corner and display some of the really early
Right.
children stuff.
And set that up for Sunday. So as they were saying, so Sunday at Midwest Gaming Classic is Family Day, which I think is a great idea. Something I've talked about in interviews and so on about talking about Midwest Gaming Classic is my best experience there ever was watching grandfathers walk around with step stools for their kids, for their grandkids. And they'll walk up to like a pinball machine or something, they'll put the little stool out for them, the grandkid
climb
will
up.
step up. So the grandfather gets to share his early pinball, video game experiences with his grandchildren.
And teach them.
That honestly, to me, was one of the most
Well,
cool
and that's-
things I've ever seen at a convention. That whole, you're spanning 3 generations. The fact, again, and watching the grandfathers just dote on their grandkids was amazing. Again, pinball's a love for a lot of people, and to watch them do this with their grandkids is amazing.
Well, that's why I thought this stuff might be kind of nice to really allow people to go, and the kids would be like, oh, this is really cool, you know, and then they could even talk about, oh, I had a system like that when I was a kid, and
I guarantee you by now
You know,
there are going to be
there
adults
are grandparents that had that
there's
system
going
as
to
a
be
kid.
adults who remember I played that as a kid.
Yeah.
You know there's
Yeah.
going to be.
I got you Lego Racing, because that's an all-time classic, because kids always played with Legos for how many years?
Exactly.
And I gotta be honest, I don't think that's very common. As far as
I've never heard of it.
people.
No, I've
Seen
seen
it.
it.
That
I've
have
never
seen
I've
it.
actually seen one in person before. That's the first one I've
So,
seen.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
but you're talking about not just this particular controller. You're talking about showing a whole bunch of other stuff like along that line.
Well, we have a couple of them.
Yeah.
A couple different ones. We're gonna have to get whipped together a big 20 here. And,
I literally just got
and maybe a couple others. Yeah. And that was kind of the early sell.
yeah.
And that's kind of the idea is that, you know, when parents were looking at these different things, sometimes the companies would sort of sell the idea of, oh, this is an educational tool. You know,
Get your kids started in
Yeah.
computing.
Yeah, get your kids started in computing with this educational tool, you know. So, you know, I don't think you see that as much anymore. I don't think you see that on, you know, PlayStation 4, you know, egg toss, you know, or something like Home Babysitter where you're adding, you know, 1 and 2, you know, something like
Babysitter
that.
1 and 2. There was a sequel. Babysitter 1 and 2.
I meant the games inside were like
Game of the Year edition.
They were
Sorry.
they were adding 1 and 2. You
Play
know?
this game. Play this game so I can.
I like the
make
idea
Mom
of
and
it.
Dad's liquor cabinet. Really
I was worried you were
That's a good game.
insinuating stuff about drunk babysitter again.
You know what?
No,
Well, we
but
might.
there's been some.
How do you bring it up?
Yeah, now that you bring it up.
Now that you mention it, you can bring somebody can bring a Commodore 64.
Yeah, I bring
Oh,
Because
it
I
up.
have like
I'm
3 or
bringing
4
mine.
like also like
Ooh.
visible
Oh,
solar
wait.
system.
Wait, oh, I know which one we're doing.
Oh,
Touch me with your light pen.
Oh my god.
We are so setting that up.
Oh, we
We are
got
so
you.
setting that
we'll
up.
not go in the kids section.
No. It was a kid's game.
Oh,
that's right.
And
Nobody
you
thought
had
it
this,
was dirty.
you had this
Had a
voice
very-
module with it. And
Touch me
literally the
with
game
your
would go,
light
touch me
pen.
with your light pen. I was
Oh,
like,
it's
whoa,
so
whoa,
bad.
whoa, whoa, I touching you with my light pen.
Yeah.
Why is it
But we
sound
used to say yes
so
or no.
wrong?
It was. It really, really
It only
was.
sounded wrong. It was delightfully cute.
It was a cute game.
You know, more controllers should be this size because
I
people
would
who
say that
can't
up.
see very well anymore would probably
Like
enjoy
you?
a big controller.
Dad actually used an extra
Oh, I'm
voice
sorry, what?
control.
They did have a green
No,
one.
because now that you see the remote controls, they're
Yeah, I
like,
remember
some
that
people
thing,
can't
yeah.
see.
No, they totally had
And
a
they would be
green
kid
one.
games. You could have like
I-
one of those organic.
Yeah, there was a green one called
Of course, we
Grandpa's
Yeah, wow.
controller,
Grandpa's
and the overlays were
Yeah.
just like games for older adults, who couldn't quite see.
Yeah, well, that's
No,
it. Like it's a,
No,
like
I made that part
It's
up.
like those large remotes. All right, who wants to go next? All right, well, I'm going to go next. So,
Good.
again, we've got space, and for those of you who have watched the show before, you know I'm all about the multi-carts.
Yep.
So this year I'm going to be showing multi-carts, but one multi-cart in particular now that I've just got my hands on is kind of a pride and joy. So the absolute worst home video game system ever made was called the Studio 2 by
Way to sell
RCA.
it, RCA.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, they really. This was the worst. So-
That thing looks dangerous already. Dude.
Yeah, thank you. It's already dangerous.
I
So
can see all the electrical cords and
so
we're getting electrocuted.
let me
That's
start with the
probably
fact.
a Tom model.
The controllers. So you notice there's no place to plug in joysticks. You know why?
First time I saw that, I
They're
asked
these-
joystick
These
for
are
it.
the controllers. You literally
Well,
use.
there's arrows. It tells you what to go.
Yeah.
Up, down, left, right.
Yeah.
And
keep,
zero.
Keep looking at that. Keep looking at those.
But
Amazing controllers.
you could sell that as keeping the family together. You
Well,
gotta be
oh yeah,
close.
yeah, that's it. The other thing is this amazing power system where they run power back down the composite video line, not composite, RF
Wow.
video
Yes,
line.
just like the
Oh,
Atari
jeez,
5200, we know how well
seems
that went.
Oh,
sketchy,
yeah,
sketchy.
parts and shit.
That's an engineering nightmare. Okay,
Okay.
I don't.
That's so you could at least plug everything behind the TV and just have one or two.
That
right
was
in front
kind of
back
the
of
idea, so you could only have the cable. But you know something? It's a dumb idea. From an engineering standpoint, this is really bad engineering. But this
That's
is
a
the
fire hazard.
This is the way they did it. So here's the cool part. This thing is now, this year, it's 40 years old this year. So this is a 40-year-old gaming system. It still works. I have now,
surprising.
just recently, and I'm sorry, I'm going to blank on the name of the guy who made this, has made a multi-cart for the Studio 2. He's put all the Studio 2 cartridges on, all the homebrew stuff on it. You
Yeah.
can play every game.
Look at how sparse that board is.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot.
Just some story.
But the guy has done just a brilliant job on this. He did a really good job. He reproduced what the original instructions looked like in the games that you used to get. He did not have any blank cartridge stock left, but he's working on that. He actually made stickers that look like the original stickers. He's done just a great job, and I really want a big shout out to this. God, let me see if I can find his name here. Paul Robson. Where was he out of? I think I want to say he was out of Belgium or something. But the guy did just a great job. So if you happen to have a Studio 2 in your collection, I cannot suggest this strongly enough. He did a really good job on it. It works flawlessly. His pricing.
But
look,
you
so
just
wait a minute,
got done,
do you notice
like-
which one I have?
You just got done saying no one should own one of those.
Oh, for us collectors, look at the number on that.
Yeah, 42.
41. Yes, I have number 41 as far as his manufacturing on these. The guy has done just a great job.
It's called the Home TV Programmer.
Yes, because you were supposed to be able to actually program this thing. There is actually there's a programmable version of. You can actually do some programming on this.
Right.
But
it's
that's
in
also like
machine
when-
language. You have to roll
Oh.
1 1 1
No,
0,
you know what
1
else
1 0 1
No,
1
oh,
0 0.
oddly enough,
That's binary.
most of the games in the 70s included some kind of programming feature. Fairchild Channel F, Ballyast Arcade had some kind of programmable capability where you could actually.
Well, even the
program
Vectrex
some-
has like shooting built into it.
Right, but you
For
actually
programming.
right, but that was not consumer accessible.
Can you play
These were
Doom
actually
on it?
designed for the consumer.
Oh, okay.
So
not,
if this is
not at all.
Studio 2, what was the studio?
There was
Hey,
no
they-
studio.
they just
that's a
threw
good
that
question.
all
Yeah,
over.
that's, I'm sure they had one that they never released or something like that. But again, really cool to be able to get
They
a
were
lot of
hoping to
these
go
games. And I
back.
gotta tell you, there's actually some of the homebrews on here. Somebody's done some
The
really
prequel.
good writing on the homebrews. Considering the limited hardware and software capabilities of this machine, they've done a really good job. The homebrew stuff on here is amazing. So, besides this one, I
So
really
is there? So there is a mildly vibrant
Studio 2 community.
studio community.
Yeah, there really is actually. You know, here, if you go to onto Atari Age is a great one if you've got old weird hardware, and I'm, you know.
So Atari Age doesn't stick to just.
Oh no, it's not just Atari.
Yeah,
They,
okay.
if you have a Vectrex or if you
Systems of that age.
yeah, of that age, of that era,
Era.
they cover everything.
Alright.
And you know the cool thing is engineers and enthusiasts and people who really love this hardware who produce stuff for it. I mean, this is a 40-year-old weird ass rare gaming system, and somebody went through the work to engineer a board for it, to collect all the ROMs for it, to do the work it takes to
So-
get those.
And say
You're
careful,
gonna
Tom, you're
have-
showing off your age.
I am old.
You're gonna have a multi-cart, so you can play any one of the games. You can
Correct.
just play
You
any
can
one of the
experience
games.
all the stuff that this
Which
game
one
was.
are you gonna? Which one are you gonna put to it?
Probably Crazy Climber. Somebody, I get it's a homebrew that somebody did a really good job on. So this,
Oh yeah, Snake's on there too.
yeah, oh yeah, no, it's again, so you can actually you dial in the game you want, bank of memory, and so on and so forth. But again, this is not the only person who's done this. Most people know Chris and all the work with his multi-carts, and he's out of Russia. He does some
Okay,
of
the
that stuff.
G2B lawyers have said that we need to somehow like ground everybody who plays that.
No, that's probably
Silent
that is probably
disclaimer.
climate disclaimer. Yeah,
How did he get out of jail?
No. That's the penguin. That's the penguin.
Oh, the penguin guy.
That we need to have you sign a waiver before you start playing that particular piece of fire trap.
We actually need to insure it before we bring it on display.
But it's not just this multi-cart. So we'll have like the Channel F with its multi-cart, and the Astrocade with its multi-cart, and the VIC-20 with its multi-cart. The cool thing is about these really old, obscure systems, not the VIC-20, but the like the Astrocade and the Fairchild Channel F, which literally date back to the 70s, mid-70s. You know,
Which one's the triangle one?
that one's actually by Coleco.
And can you have a multi-cart?
There
for
is
that?
no multi-cart for it. So
Everything
basically,
Would you have a multi-cart?
Was that the one that everything is built
For
for?
what?
correct. Basically, is
It's like a Pong system.
Right, it's a
with
Pong system, and the
highlight.
cartridge literally changes the hardware. So it's not really a ROM cartridge.
I guess
per se.
you could just make it
That
crack.
being said, the Fairchild Channel F, which we will be showing,
Right.
that was the first system that had true cartridges where you actually swapped out
Still
the
has some
programs.
good games for it too.
Yeah, it did, and so
Had
we'll be
some solid
showing.
games.
And this is the beauty of having more room. We can start showing some really unusual things. So
Yeah.
I want to
Things are
focus
gonna
on.
get weird.
I want to focus on how you can, if you have this old hardware, you know. And again, we all like to collect the originals too. But the problem with originals is one, getting them. There's just not that many out there. And collectors like us, if I get my hands on it, trust me, I am never selling it again until I die. So if I own something, it ain't going back up for sale again. The nice thing about this is it allows you to experience games that you may not be able to find anymore. There's just no way you'll ever get them.
See, that's the best thing.
There's like 5 guys that probably own all of them.
Exactly.
And you're never gonna see them.
And you are never going to see them until they pass away, and even then, you're never going to be able to afford it. And that's the problem. And that's why I really like the community of engineers and enthusiasts who go, you know something, these games are meant to be played. It's cool to own the original and have that up on your shelf and say, that's like a one-of-a-kind. Yeah, it's a one-of-a-kind, but nobody else gets to see it at that point. What good is a one-of-a-kind if nobody ever plays it again?
Well, and that has always been the fun part of the MGC in general.
Yeah, you get to play things you'll never see anywhere else.
Right. You
Oh,
know?
And
that-
say, but
that-
just imagine how sad it is, though, that even though some of these games are out there, like as collected by enthusiasts, some of those will probably end up in the garbage because people are like, "Oh, this is crap." Like, you know, like I don't like.
Oh no,
this.
they did. Believe me,
And that's what I'm saying is like,
So
you
many
think
of this
about
stuff
it,
got
so
thrown
many
away.
of this stuff has been in the garbage and
Yep.
you'll never see it again, and that's why they're so rare.
exactly.
In fact, most of my
Exactly.
stuff's dug out of the garbage.
No, but that's exactly what happened. You know, you moved out of the house at whatever at 20, and parents found all your old video game stuff,
Like,
and
what's this shit?
away it went.
I'm never gonna touch
I'm
that
sure as
again.
a much younger man, I
They're never gonna be
passed
expensive.
up
They're
that
never gonna-
system at multiple rummage sales. That the next thing that happened to that thing is
It went out to the trash. Exactly. No, and
Nobody
that's
bought it.
It's like take your comic book. They're like 10 comic books for
same thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta sell them, and then next thing you know, like your issue number 1 of Spider-Man that's mint condition that you kept for so long that your parents threw out on you is like $20,000.
Exactly.
It's like fuck.
So, you know, and Larry, you get around that. The beauty of MGC is you get to get your hands on things that you normally just wouldn't get a chance to do. And that's what we hope to do this year especially, is have some really off-the-wall stuff that you normally couldn't get your hands on. You know, and MGC also has a really amazing a museum where they have a whole bunch of stuff you can play and get your
Everything.
hands on. Yeah, everything's set up to you.
It's cool.
well, and a lot of what we've always tried
I
to do
just
is
bought brand
just.
new Neo.
Golf
New
yourself.
Geo joystick this week.
And I don't know if I've ever seen that in the museum.
No, you wouldn't have seen this one.
What we've always tried to sort of supplement. you
Right.
know, and,
Find stuff that they're not showing and bring
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go next? Now that I've kind of shot my load.
All over the place.
Damn straight, I enjoyed that.
Should I
It
go?
was good. It was good for me. Sure, you can go. Oh, this is a beauty too.
Oh, he tried to show it.
All right, so here we have the Dina 2-in-1, which has
Oh, white box.
which has tragically failed at the last 2 MGCs. However, this year, damn it,
This year,
I have got heat sinks on this bench. I have modded it to got rid of the old BNC output. It's just gone. I just
straight composite out
you
now.
can't get
No,
parts
no,
for
it's
it
power.
anymore.
That's the power.
No, he
Right.
put composite on it too.
Yeah, I put
Yeah.
composite
So is
out.
that in the
Replace the
museum
power
then,
cord
that
as
no
well.
You know,
one
the
touched?
beautiful thing about this thing is
Barely
the
a
composite
Dina
out was right
anymore.
out of the chip. I was able to
Really?
just solder right up to the chip.
Okay, that's nice.
So there's literally, come on, it's me. I'm not gonna do it if it's too hard. I literally just said, oh, that pinout has composite out.
Out it goes.
Zipped it right to the composite out,
Nice.
grounded it, and shot it out. And sure enough, it worked great. By the way, this looks great now. I'm really impressed with how well it
Composite
works.
looks good on that.
And with the heat sink sitting on it, it actually can operate for a decent amount of time.
Right. So
before
explain the
failing.
problem with the. And this
Maybe
was
they
all-
would have sold them if they had done that in the first place.
No, exactly. This was always the problem with the Dina. So explain what the problem with the Dina was. I mean, initially, it's engineering.
Well, number one is it was built like crap.
It was
I
a
mean,
fire trap.
It was yeah.
That was a fucking fire trap.
Well, no, that's a Penguin Con. It's not,
Yeah,
it's not as
but
bad
not
as a Penguin
bad.
Con.
All right, point well taken.
Okay.
there.
It was
Okay,
poorly
explain
built.
fire trap. Does it mean it would like literally like start on fire because
It
of how the
could.
wires were?
It was not.
It ran hot.
Yeah,
What?
it was. It ran hot, but then the ColecoVision ran hot. I mean, that's the reason why its video chip system fails, and this one shares a very similar video chip
Well, that's not the
system.
only one. Even modern systems like take the Xbox 360 where
Yeah.
it ran hot.
But they had an excuse. I mean, they were running some serious megahertz on that.
Yeah,
This
well,
is
they
why-
also didn't. That was also the design flaw.
1.2?
If you're
Yeah.
lucky.
Because
If
they
you're lucky.
decided to push it out too much, and then they lost how much money on it because they had to give people fucking Xboxes because they burnt out.
Yeah, I mean, it would.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this
back
runs
to the
ColecoVision
story.
games and old Sega SG
See, now
1000
that's the amazing difference. So this is
Of which-
basically Sega and Coleco combined in a single unit. Now this is
They
a
used the
commercial
same,
unit. though.
yeah, it was a commercial unit. It was sanctioned actually by ColecoVision. It was made after the ColecoVision died.
Mm-hmm.
They basically contracted out to make these things. It was Telegames, not the Telegames.
Not Sears
It was a-
Telegames.
Yeah, it was a British Telegames company. And it was slightly different company, slightly lower quality. All right, more than slightly lower quality. Very much lower quality. That's why not a lot of these exist. And it's why it's one of maybe, I think 2 I've seen at MGC.
Let's talk about something interesting. The controllers on that.
Yeah, instead of using
Didn't
the...
know much.
Yeah, right? Well,
no,
actually,
this is
look,
pre-Nintendo.
this is SG-1000.
Right.
So the Sega SG-1000 used this kind
Right,
of
this
controller.
is
and it's very
pre-Nintendo.
similar.
Yeah,
Right down to having the cord in a really damn uncomfortable place.
Right.
Not at my ass, no. I was sitting out of the side. It's
Oh
a
wow,
very
yeah,
uncomfortable place.
okay.
That said, boy, I'd rather play with this than I would with a ColecoVision controller.
Oh,
They
hell
were just ass.
Yeah.
But The only problem with it is, of course, the keypad, the ColecoVision's right here. That means some games that utilize the keypad regularly you cannot play. It's a minority, but it's still some games that you can't play on it. Well, you can, but
They're just.
it's not going to work real well
Yeah.
because you're not going to be able to do some of the things. Or it'll be very painful because this keypad's not in the same order. But anyway, it's failed every MGC, but this time I've actually tested. I've run this thing for hours, and now it's pretty damn rock stable and looks good. It's better than it ever was. Again, I know people complain about modding kind of rare systems, but the fact is this would just be dead. I
Right.
can't get the parts for it anymore. The ceramic actually collapsed on it. It collapsed during the last MGC.
Yes.
And we
Okay, it's
actually lost
working.
it, so.
It's just working.
Yeah, so
Right.
now it's working.
Sometimes
Yeah, but
you
it's
have
better
to
than it
set
ever
up-
was. You never
Yeah,
had
it's
to
working
set
better
up.
than what it was.
So
So
I should
Right.
still bring a fire extinguisher just in case, though,
They'll need
right?
multiple fire.
Well, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no.
No, we're gonna put a cooling pad under it, you know, and it'll be all right. So that'll
Got
be
it. Still bringing a fire extinguisher.
All right, Ryan. How about you?
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't really figure anything out yet.
Oh, you really? Okay, so you're undecided what you're bringing now. Again, we've got
well,
so
I
much.
didn't bring a lot last year.
Well,
supplied
but
monitors.
we were talking
Actually,
before
I
the
did
show that we were a little excited about the idea. And so I've always bring the different light guns and stuff but they've always been kind of limited and stuff. 'Cause light guns take
Room.
space.
They, a lot.
Light guns
You
take
need
a lot of
Space
space.
to
And-
stand back and
Right.
stand there and
and-
play.
Oh, you had to stand back? Shit, I thought you could just.
Just go to the screen and shoot the ducks.
It would be better if you
I'm
stood
okay with
back. It would, you know, but
fine
you
with
know,
that.
so
I'm
I'm
good
excited
with
about it. So
that.
I'll be
I
able
need
to
that.
display a few
Hacks.
of the older systems I haven't been able to
Yeah.
do, or it's one of those deals where like, you know, I would display it like the first 4 hours of the show, and then the next 4 hours of the show
Be a
I
different-
display something else.
Yeah.
And so, but we should be able to have it. But you have some stuff that I don't have.
I do have pretty much enough to do the PlayStation 3 sharpshooter
Right,
with the
which
guns
I don't
and
have.
with the PlayStation Eye and whatever they want to call it.
It was the Eye back then. Like,
Yeah.
with the Sony PlayStation 2, it was called the Sony Eye.
Okay.
Which fucking sucked, by the way.
Yeah,
This
it
is
did,
the
it did.
But there are a couple of decent shooter games with the PS3 that.
Well, yeah,
some
with
of
the,
them
that was
are,
the PS3. I don't,
yeah.
yeah.
And then the other thought is maybe bringing out the Saturn or the Dreamcast. for
Dreamcast gun game.
Ooh, Dreamcast had amazing
Bad
gun
idea.
games. Had
So-
amazing.
That's
gun
because it
games.
was an arcade freaking game. That's why. The console was
Thought they only had
arcade.
3.
Yeah, but they were amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
They're just amazing. House of the Dead on the Dreamcast is the best version.
Are you kidding me? Zombies Revenge arcade beat 'em up is like super awesome.
Yeah, but again, that's a beat 'em up. We're talking like good games.
Well,
so-
I'm just saying,
yeah.
like any
Oh.
games like back then.
They
on the
and they look
Dreamcast
so
were
good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
I guarantee we'll have Heavy Metal Geomatrix.
Oh God, yes. We are
Oh,
definitely having that
jeepers.
this
We
year.
were worthless at
Mad with Power.
Mad with PowerCon. Yeah, we were useless. We
Yeah,
ended up
me and
playing
Rob
it,
just
like,
kept playing it all
the
damn
whole
night.
night. We were
Of
on
course, that show it bring on a whole new genre that we all right. So Heavy Metal
Geomatrix.
Geomatrix, yes, awesome, but I feel like we gotta get Motorhead working before.
We
MGC.
will. We will.
I'll make sure we have
and
the
and
Geo
bring
game,
that
too.
out. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
we'll-
Yeah, but
we'll have the
all
Geo game
for
out.
again, the beauty of this year's MGC is we've got more space, and we are definitely going to fill it with some amazing displays.
Yeah, it's some weird crap and some crap.
I guess too, if there's room. I don't know who else has the 3DO, but that's not what
Oh
bring
God,
up there.
Oh,
There's a
we
couple
Ted
of
Thompson. It's just a comment in the peanut gallery.
So-
Sorry.
We'll see what we have room for.
Yeah, I mean,
No, the 3D. Yeah,
We can-
no, I
It's
think
just-
that you
I
should
know that
totally
they
bring
kinda
that
display
guy
in
out.
the
Yeah.
museum, but that's another oddball. Not many people got a chance to play it back in the day. You never know.
Right? That's like the fun part about coming to this like cons, playing something you have never played before.
Yeah.
And you know about it, but then it's just like I'm finally doing
It
it.
It's not like we're trying to be like our room has got to be 100% different from what's in the main museum.
No.
Oh,
But you know
God, no.
because
so we have
you know
lots of
there's 10,000 people that come to this thing, probably need room for a few people to experience a
Right.
few
You know,
of the things.
the
so,
museum's
you know.
great, but there aren't normally a lot of people that explain certain systems that are in there.
Well,
There
there
aren't.
is-
There
there
aren't.
is a-
There
Point
aren't.
well
One
taken.
if with the knowledge that's in this room and other people that work the room,
Right.
Well, I was gonna say-
somebody can sit there and explain it.
And we do, and that's
Well,
something I think that we do really well in our room.
Yeah.
We talk about the history. We talk about, hey, I had this system, I played this. This is why we bought this. This is what makes it rare. This is what makes it cool. This is what makes it different. Guys, Games, we're
And
more hands-on.
We'll try to keep that alive. Now, the
There's
main
just a lot of
museum
love.
has an enormous amount of space.
Right.
Obviously, it's
But
part
not
of
a-
the
not
main
a-
part
not a
of the
big
show.
staff.
So, and they don't have the staff that can do that kind of dedication. We've always had kind of limited space, and we've had.
A lot of
But
people.
now we have a bigger space.
But
So the challenge to us personally is going to be able to still sit around and explain all these different systems
Yeah.
in a larger space.
But some of these owners that are in the that donate their stuff to the museum for that weekend don't even stick around though. They just said, "Hey, here's my stuff. Like, I'll see you later." Because
Thanks
I
for
know when
letting me
I
in for free, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so because when I took Lottie around, one of the little girls that was there, we could just walk over and somebody would be like, "Oh yeah, that's my system. Have fun on it," and then they just would walk away, and it's like, okay, like. What kind of system is it? Like, what does it do? Like,
Right.
what's it known for? And like, they don't explain anything. Just
Well,
saying,
the museum tries. I mean, they always have, and we do too, where we have signs and things like that. But
Oh,
you're
no
right.
one cares.
Having
sometimes.
someone-
Let's just be
Having
honest.
someone talk
Mhm.
about it is always just like.
It does make the world a difference. It really does.
It
And
does.
it's not just talking about it. It's the passion we all have for what we bring out there. We don't bring these systems randomly. We have a passion for everything we bring out there. Whether it's the Vectrex, which,
Well, that's so. Even if we didn't bring a lot of new things,
Mhm.
if we just bring what we traditionally bring, and gave it space to breathe. We had 3 Vectrexes sitting next to each other doing very different things.
Right.
And it was in a spot where, for the last couple of years, they were in a spot where it was really hard to sort of stand there and enjoy them because there was people coming by and, trying to get this way or that
Right.
way. And so,
Our room was just too crowded. It was hard.
Yeah.
It was very hard often
So
to see what
it's
we
always
had.
too crowded.
Right.
Well,
So,
hopefully-
Always too crowded.
I won't guarantee it won't be too crowded this year. We just may be
Bullshit.
more of a crowd. Yeah.
so I feel like a discussion's
Yeah.
going to go
I'll
on.
believe it
like,
when I
you know,
fucking see
Do we
you, okay?
do we bring more stuff?
Yeah,
Or
right,
do
we
we
get
add
started.
breathing
Yeah,
room?
bullshit.
We will add a little we're going to add a little breathing room. Which
I
is gonna
remember.
have
I
more
remember.
room.
Okay, I remember coming back home. All right, this is the first time I come back home from Florida. People going, "Oh, hey guys, Games Beer, we should go in there. We were in there last year. Let's go back in there. Let's do that." Like, how many people came in? I was just like,
I think,
holy
whoa, no, I can't do this.
Or you're walking
Like-
out wearing a Guys Games beer shirt and you're like, "Oh hey, like are you guys open again this year? Like you guys down there?" And it's like, "Yeah, go for it."
Hey,
I love it that every year a lot of people think that they shut us down last year. That's like the best part.
they're like,
of it.
"Hey, you guys
They
still-"
had to shut us
Still,
down.
and then they think it's like a drug deal. They're like, "Hey, do you guys still serve beer?"
Yeah. I love that.
We
Whenever
still
you
got
walk around,
alcohol downstairs. It's cool.
Or you get the new people that go, "Do you really talk about beer?" Or then they ask you, "Is there beer in Guys Games and Beer?" Yes, there's beer.
Yeah, it's
like
it's
it's in the name.
Thank you.
Like
Yeah,
I feel
those
like
are
those
the
are like
best
one of the
ones, yeah.
questions like that.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
I was just walking around with my like G2B shirt, and they're like, "Are you really part of the G2B?" I was like, "Yeah, I moved to Florida. I'm new." And they're like, "Oh, hey!"
Well,
I
you know what I
remember
mean?
from before.
Yeah, I remember way before then.
Saving Private News.
You're a dick.
it wasn't shaving, it was waxing private news.
No, I'm shaving.
Well, as long as we
Was it?
degraded
I have
it
a
a little
poster
to
for it.
Oh,
some
yeah, that's
memories.
Does it have my
Yeah, I
face
tell ya.
going?
Could have missed the bathtub of love.
Oh,
Yeah.
the bathtub of love.
But we haven't had that for the last few years.
I know, and I missed it.
I know. I do miss
See
that too.
that
Jerry-
was junk food.
Jerry, who always made sure, along with that bathtub of love was filled up. Again, go back and look at some of our old episodes, old pictures.
And it wasn't even just Jello shots. It was like
Oh my
cupcakes
God.
with like brownies and cookies in the middle of them
I
and
like the
peanut
pudding
butter cups.
shots.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
so much booze. Oh my God. But that being said, we trying to live up to our names
Just
still.
sitting on a toilet making a sandwich.
Oh my god, I
someone opens up and goes,
Oh,
pass me the beer. They're like, oh, hey. Beer, please.
nothing but class.
We literally had to put a
finish this
sign
bologna.
Literally had to put a sign
Wait,
up
I'm gonna
saying
add
no
some mayonnaise
shitting
to
or
it
you're
for
making
ya.
a sandwich. Like, we
You'd
literally
be
had
like,
to
fine.
There was a sign for a while.
We
ago.
did.
Yeah, no.
Because
Use the bathroom while you're making
people
a
kept
sandwich.
trying to use the bathroom.
Yeah, it
We're
was
like,
not-
no, there's food in here. Like, this is disgusting.
Yes, it's yeah.
Oh,
Oh
that
god.
was good.
Wow.
All right, so
Oh.
Hey.
this year is going to be our biggest MGC
No one
yet.
asked what I was gonna bring.
You're right.
Yeah, well, besides myself, I'm actually considering about if she's willing to risk them. But we picked up a lot of figures since we've been gone.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the back to when we used to have the hotel rooms. We had some amazing figure collections displayed there.
And
Mike would bring the most amazing figures.
you know, I have like
Mine
I
are
have.
all video games, though. That's the problem.
It's still nerdum.
Should I tell them about
is.
my most recent one?
Yeah,
you just recently got me
We recently picked up a
my
samurai
Darth Vader.
Samurai Darth Vader.
So it's Darth Vader, but he's got a samurai helmet and he's got like samurai swords and stuff
And we
like that.
got a very detailed Spider-Gwen, a Rogue,
Starfire.
Starfire. We got a new Deadpool figure.
Oh,
still in
another
the
one?
box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seven.
this one's even more expensive.
So, if anybody wants to do a GoFundMe page for new bets and figure, it's about $1,000, but it's a Jean Grey Dark Phoenix about like this big,
Damn.
and it's like that wide, and oh my god, it's amazing, and I want it so bad, but it's $1,000.
But like, there also, who knows if people want it, Mini Noob might have to come back, and he just still has his G2B shirt on.
Does he? All
Yes,
right.
he
He still has his hoodie and his G2B sweater swag on.
I forgot about that.
That I made him a G2B shirt.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he still
we
got
brought
that on. He has never taken it off. He
We had a
tells
guest
me every
host
day.
at Brown Liquor Christmas one year.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah, he was on Brown Liquor Christmas. Yes.
Oh, now best Christmas episode ever.
I'm so excited about that. We have so much. We've expanded room, man. Now we got room for Brown Liquor Christmas too. It's
We're on what, BLC 3 or something, 4? Because we started the Brown Liquor Christmas just a couple years ago.
Yeah. I think it's 4.
well, the first one was accidental, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
It became it was just named Brown Liquor Christmas.
Because we drank so freaking much.
Well, I got, what was that crap that I got? that we were
Right.
on
You had the exchange that year.
Yes, and we
And
ended
you had
up
brown
drinking that
liquor.
bottle of brown liquor.
Yep. To the show.
And then it just became tradition. We
Yeah.
gotta do brown liquor. Brown liquor's
Scotch,
not the best
whiskey,
for you.
bourbon.
no.
Oh,
No, it can hurt.
oh yeah, yeah.
Brown Liquor Christmas is painful.
I believe in the first one. I did not walk out very right after that one.
And then we added like the Star Wars Christmas special to it. Afterwards, we watched the Star Wars Christmas
Last year
special.
we watched it.
I gotta tell you that our Carney.
That's Star Wars. Who's your favorite character in Star Wars? Our Carney.
Oh, I don't know. B. Arthur was pretty damn good at it too.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna put it out there.
You don't beat this, Arthur.
And we also learned that Luke is like the worst mechanic ever. How long did he work on that X-Wing?
The entire episode.
Forever.
Yeah.
Now we're still working over here. I don't know.
Ask Harrison Ford about that Christmas episode. He'll deny it.
I would too. I would too. All right. Rob, let's wrap this puppy up.
All right, so
Way to have a segue.
Yeah, right.
I got one last question.
Oh, wait,
if we're allowed
wait.
to.
Okay.
Can we ask the viewers about a cosplay for next year? I'm debating on doing it again.
I'm sure they're doing the cosplay again.
I'm saying for myself, should we ask the viewers like?
Oh,
a
come on,
suggestion?
you
Ask them.
I'm
Ask them.
saying
You're right there. What? Ask the viewers.
any good
What?
suggestions on a cosplay for this year because I kind of want to do it
I'm
again.
kind of scared of
so-
what we're gonna
Not
get.
me. That's
I was there a few years ago. I was debating on doing a lollipop chainsaw. I thought that one would be fun, a lollipop chainsaw.
That would
But
be a good one.
Bayonetta might be okay too.
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
So if you got any good suggestions,
I mean, I will only because
All
I'm
right,
playing it lately.
send them
Oh,
to
so good.
Oh, it's
New
so
Bet
good.
at guysgamesandbeer.net. Suggestions for the
Yeah,
cosplay,
so
again, go
crazy.
to
Play the
New
second
Bet
one and then
at
tell me how fucking
guysgamesandbeer.net.
epic the game is.
I want to keep the
All right.
NBC
Play the
title.
fucking second
Yes,
one. It's way
yes.
more epic.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, Rob, take us out. Wait.
Hey, so So I've been listening.
God
to
damn it!
I've been listening to what people bring in, what come up with thought, and you know, I think, based on what I'm hearing, the really great stuff, we're not gonna have room to run any Steel Battalion stuff.
No, we're not.
No, but
Oh, we've already used
But-
the room.
but
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna run it
Alright.
at Gamehole Con.
Yes,
We're
will.
gonna run our full rig setup.
That's
That
right.
is-
Holy shit.
10 Steel Battalion rigs running all networked. Where we will be at Gamehole Con in
Wait,
Madison,
10?
Wisconsin.
You guys got 2 more since last time?
I own 7 myself right now.
God
Yeah,
damn it,
I think in
Tom.
total we got like
Yeah.
13 of
Yeah.
them.
Travis owns 3. I
So we
own.
got some
I own
backup.
7. Larry's got 1.
Can I at least buy one off of you?
Jimmy's got 1. We
You have 7!
Yeah. So.
No more available.
Right?
At
Fucking
Gamehole
shit,
Con, which is
man.
an amazing convention in Madison, Wisconsin, we've been covering for the last 4 years. Watch some of the footage from that. We will be running not just our normal podcast and interviews. We are actually going to be running a game this year.
So
Steel
we'll be
Battalion.
doing an event. We'll be doing an event where we'll have our Steel Battalion rigs, and
Yeah.
we'll be running that.
Yeah, and Jim will be out there running the thing too, which is
Yeah,
gonna be
Jim
great.
McGarry.
Yeah, he's been on the show a couple times as a special guest.
Yep.
Yep.
So.
So he'll seriously be running
He'll
that.
be
Not
all
like
dressed
us.
up. He's really
no,
good.
He,
Yeah,
no,
he's
he's
really
really
good.
good. He'll be
Yeah.
always. He is.
It's gonna
He's
be
coming
all-
in full gear.
That's kind of why we're bringing him because
Yeah,
yeah,
he's serious.
he's
about
actually
it.
good.
Jim
yeah.
gets really serious about it.
See, be better than the Murlocs? Like,
The Morlocks?
The Morlocks are damn good too.
But
But
he's
you know,
basically a Morlock.
That is
Yeah.
that is about a month away. That's November 2nd through the 5th. If
That's
you
actually
haven't,
Morlock.
if you haven't gotten your tickets, get your tickets. Sign up for lots of games.
Tickets,
It's
tickets.
a great convention. Cannot say enough about
It
that.
is a good convention, and,
Yeah.
and you know, I'm mentioning it now because you know
Well,
stuff sells out.
Yeah,
Stuff
yeah, it
sells
does.
out.
There especially.
they get bigger every year, too.
Yeah,
They do it, and they've already sold out 2-3 hotels that I know of.
yeah.
So
What are you talking about? Last year there was no hotels in the
Order in the court. That's it. Damn it.
All right, Rob, take us out. Take us out.
That was it. It's bigger every year. I'm done.
Huge! Just huge!
Well, I drank too much, and that's a sign that Guys, Games, and Beer is nearing its end. I wanna reach out and touch
Is there actually a
Guys, Games, and Beer.
hotline?
You
Yes,
can call the
there is.
G2B hotline at
Where the
262
fuck was this?
You can call the G2B hotline at 262-885
Yeah.
beer. Seriously, you can actually do that. That's messed up.
What do you do? What,
Call and leave us messages.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
just call me.
It's a hotline.
You
Questions.
can call the hotline for cosplay too.
Exactly.
Yes, they can be gay
Yes,
messages.
they
Yeah,
can
no
they can
problem
make
with that.
suggestions
Maybe
on the
we'll
hotline
just-
for your cosplay.
Maybe we'll just play them like that show. Like
Yes.
that call show.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
All right, what
think
else,
we
Rob?
wanna
Where
play
else can they
anything.
find us?
Well, they can
Caller.
find us on Facebook if you want to hear the latest and greatest from Guys, Games, and Beer. We're constantly on there at www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer. Every once in a while, we'll throw away a free game as well. Usually, it will suck.
Yep, yep, we all know
Hey.
that.
I hear
Twitch.
tell that there's some good ones coming up.
There
might
is.
be.
There
There might
actually
be.
is a couple good ones.
Debatable.
I guess Larry made us
Very-
put good ones up for once.
Oh, fuck off.
On Twitch, Guys, Games, and Beer. On Twitter, at Guys, Games, Beer. Don't forget there is no and. There's also free giveaways on there. Every once in a while, you can listen to us. Well, I guess, if you got a voice
Yeah.
enabled computer, you can definitely listen to us. But you can read us talking back and forth with developers. You can even get a good guess at what is coming up because of that.
I'm gonna have you say
W-
one more thing tomorrow. Developers. So
Yeah, I'm
this is
gonna bring that
special.
up in a
Okay,
minute.
All right.
And then finally, of course, you can check us out on YouTube, www.youtube.com/guysgamesandbeer. And of course, every podcast aggregator on earth, Guys, Games, and Beer. We are everywhere, including some radio stations in Mexico for some reason. Anyway, well, South America wasn't actually Mexico. That was wrong. That was a misnomer. Anyway, it was Brazil.
Donde cerveza?
Ooh, give me some base.
All right.
Oh, anyway.
So what's happening tomorrow, Rob?
The next few days, you're going to notice that our
You don't
schedule
know
is
what I
all
said.
a big mess. Next week, we're going to be on early, and we're actually going to be on time because we have got the Ardu Venture developers coming on. So this is huge. This has actually been a while in the making. I tried to get Ardu Boy on a while back. We had a hard time lining it up, but they're going to stay up late tonight. Or tomorrow night, and they're gonna hang out with us. So this is gonna be a really good show. Very excited
Special
about
episode,
this.
yeah.
Yep.
Where are they from?
They are from Belgium.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Alright.
they are Skyping in from Belgium to do a show with us. So
Dang.
like Rob said, they're staying up really late.
Yeah, they are staying up like 11:30,
Alright.
midnight.
Guten Tag.
They could.
And they're from Belgium, so I would assume they're going to have a couple beers.
Or
They
po-
are
or possibly
almost
something
certainly
else.
going to have.
Or possibly something else.
Yeah.
Isn't Fat Tire from Belgium?
It's a Belgium style, but no, it's
New
Belgium
Belgium.
New
style.
Belgium.
New Belgium
New
style.
Out of Colorado.
Oh, Colorado, I'm sorry, yeah, thank you. All right,
And
continue.
finally off schedule, Saturday, 10 a.m. CST. We're gonna have the folks behind Vindicta, which is a virtual reality FPS. Yeah, I've been drinking.
No shit.
You're gonna want to catch this out. You're gonna want to catch this one because they've actually resolved the problem with running in first-person shooters
It's
in VR.
amazing
Yeah.
what they've come up with.
And you go like, holy crap!
Yeah, why didn't anybody else do that?
Yeah, exactly. So this is a really genius idea. It actually does make it freaking work, which is pretty damn impressive because I gotta tell you, I'm really sick of the RPG-like
Yeah.
put-in-place thing. I mean, it's not terrible.
I know, but
But-
for VR, it's...
They've actually resolved it to the point where you
Now
can
since
actually
you
play
can
and feel
kind
like
of
you're
move
there.
and everything like that
You can
inside
sit?
like a dome, this
No.
is like a.
No, this is actually
It's a-
like you can use your Oculus Rift.
Yeah,
You can use,
It's really good.
or you can use that other one that.
The Hive,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Hive.
Okay, okay, but...
Hive. Yeah, the Hive.
So,
Either
Alright,
way,
don't
sounds
just
like you
divide
come up with
because that
a
was
solution.
All right, wait, I'm going to give you one more because we got
That's
one more
very
after that.
We do throw that one out because
Alright.
this one was actually one we both pitched in. on.
Yeah. So besides those two amazing interviews that we already have,
Next Tuesday.
Next
regular
Tuesday.
scheduled time.
we'll be interviewing the guys from CD. It's a Kickstarter now on
And that's
not Kickstarter,
SEEDI.
not Kickstarter.
Yeah, CDI.
Indiegogo.
Oh yeah, they've got a. they got the other
Indiegogo.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got links though.
Yeah,
Not with a C.
not with a C. C. Yeah, it's
Like
SEEDI. CD. They have got a great new emulation system coming out.
Yeah, and get this. You know how so far we've only had things up to the SNES and Genesis level.
Right.
But this particular one actually emulates the PlayStation. It emulates the TG16 CD.
Yes.
You
So-
put the original CDs in.
Yeah,
Yes,
you pop the
yes.
original CD in and
Yeah,
it plays it.
that's
That's
pretty cool.
freaking
That is
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I gotta think, game used stores or eBay would be in on this.
And I
It
know
makes that stuff more useful.
Yeah,
You
it
would
does.
think.
Yeah. It
You know,
does.
the old games, the old PlayStation games
yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah, it makes it worth more money if you can actually play them still.
And as a note, I know like a lot of stations and stuff get free versions. We actually helped
Oh yeah, no,
This
we
is
already
fun.
jumped.
Actually-
We already jumped on.
Actually,
Indiegogo.
we all the stuff we mentioned. Actually, at least
I think yeah, we're
two
all
members, and sometimes more, have actually dove in and bought. A few of us bought our new venture.
Yeah, so the same that
So-
our Art Adventure will also be at MGC.
Yes, we'll be bringing ours.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna bring
I
yours.
didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't get in quick enough. I'm just gonna have to get the regular.
Oh, you're not getting
You
the
can still get the
collector.
console.
You can't
I-
get.
I didn't know
you
about
get
it
the gold
until today.
console.
No, it's
No, they're sold out.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
That's how well that they're doing.
God, yeah, that can't, you could have expected it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got in with the one with the stuffed animals.
Yeah,
too, which
I
is
know.
pretty
These are
impressive.
great.
So you have Ardu.
Yeah,
I
well,
have an Ardu Boy, but I
but
do
he
not
wanted
have a special
he wanted
edition
a
Ardu
special.
Boy.
He wanted a
Have
special edition one.
Yeah.
I'm a
All right, finish up. Let's wrap this up. I'm sorry.
All right, so thank you very much for watching Guys, Games, and Beer. We always wonder why you do, but you know, come on. It's a great podcast.
We're super informative.
Here we are. Tonight we were extra informative.
You
And
know,
look, and we had the noobs on.
Yep.
Yes.
Only because you guys asked us, and I was like, yes. I've
Yeah,
not
well,
been
that's
in a
true.
while.
You are easy. I like that.
I need to
We-
blow my load all over you guys again.
Yeah,
We
hey,
left
we're good
the
with that.
boat on the lake to come here to see you guys and my parents.
I
So
didn't
you
know.
better feel special.
I feel
It's only 90 degrees in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and-
yeah.
and who have
It
we
may
been
have
staying
been a
with
good
this whole
idea.
time that's seen us almost every night?
Well, most of these guys have.
Yeah, pretty much so. But hey, I'm good with that.
Yeah, you know, unlike most podcasts, we all just hang out.
Yeah, we actually
Yeah.
we actually kind
We
of
actually do hang out all the time.
the beauty of being all local.
Yeah, it
well,
is.
well, I'm not
Sometimes-
local, but it's
Yeah.
good. When I come home,
Yeah.
you know I'm
You're
hanging
home.
out.
You're home.
Damn
It's
straight.
You know I'm down
Mafia,
for a beer.
We're not actually allowed to hang out with anyone else.
That is probably
That's
true.
probably true too.
When you're down in
All
Florida,
right.
yeah, if you don't hang out with me, I'm gonna be very
That's it
upset.
for this episode.
Guys,
Guys,